The 2026 Crunchyroll Anime Awards are just around the corner. And just like last year, and the year before that, and the year before that, I already know somebody on Twitter is about to go nuclear. I mean, Crunchyroll is already getting heat from all the controversies they have throughout the entire year. I mean, remember that major data breach that happened in March, where 6.8 million users got their email address all leaked? That was pretty fun. Ooh, what about that time where I actually subscribed to Crunchyroll for once to actually support my favorite anime? Then they roll up the next day and introduce a massive discount for all the new subscribers. At last, we are 1 week away from knowing the next big controversy for the anime community. Remember last year where solo leveling won every category known to man? Listen, you and me and you can cry all day nitpicking which anime should win some stupid award and be happy or sad when something we're rooting for doesn't go our way. Crunchyroll has been trying for years to make the anime awards as Oscar-like as it can be. And every year, the anime fans say they don't care, but as soon as Frieren loses Anime of the Year, Twitter just turns into Gotham City. But hey, instead of going on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, Tumblr, Pornhub, Pinterest, and Google Plus and complaining about it all damn day, what if we just made our own award show? That's why in today's video, I'm going to be giving fake awards to every Crunchyroll anime in existence. Subscribe, like, support small creators like me, and fuck Jack. But before we start, we first gotta establish the rules for the 2026 Fake Anime Awards hosted by yours truly, the Captain Seraph. Because unlike certain anime award shows, I clearly have standards. Firstly, the anime has to be either in Crunchyroll or have existed on Crunchyroll at some point. So anime like Pokemon unfortunately cannot compete since it was never on Crunchyroll officially. Meanwhile, anime like Death Parade, Claymore, and Parasite, who are no longer in Crunchyroll, are still eligible since they were on Crunchyroll before mysteriously being vanished into the Shadow Realm. Secondly, we are not counting movies, specials, or any kind of OVAs into this equation except when I want to include them, since it is my video. So not sorry. And lastly, every era of anime is allowed to be nominated. That means old anime, new anime, popular, low-key, good, and even bad anime are all nominated if they fit the awards category. But with that out of the way, let the 2026 Fake Anime Awards officially start. Now, the first award for the 2026 Fake Anime Awards is the Best Clanker Award, given to the greatest robot slash android slash cyborg or AI in anime history. And yes, I know the word clanker can kinda sound kinda offensive to all the other robots out there, and I'm sorry about that. But with AI becoming more and more sentient every year, there's a real possibility that this might be the last time it's okay to say clanker. So I'm gonna use it while I still can, unlike all the other words I missed out on. Now, before even picking our nominees, defining this category was already difficult enough because anime fans love robot girls. Let me repeat that. Anime fans love robot girls. If a PS5 somehow magically appear with a female reproductive organ, we're going to be seeing little PS Vitas walking around real soon. Again, it was really hard to define this category because there's robots who have gears and oils, and there's cyborgs who are half robot, half human-like hybrids. But seeing that I don't want to discriminate between the two, I just fit them into one category. Hence, the Clanker Award for the Best Clanker. So for the nominees for the Best Clanker Award, the nominees are Nano Shinonome from Nichio, Isla from Plastic Memories, Android 18 from Dragon Ball Z, Astro Boy from Astro Boy, and lastly, Chi from Chobits. And the winner for the Best Clanker of all time goes to Android 18 from Dragon Ball Z. Man, get yourself a man that looks at you the way Krillin looks at Android 18. Android 18 shows up and immediately starts violating all the other Super Saiyans. Her first major contribution to the franchise was breaking Vegeta's arm like a fucking wooden stick, which honestly it became kinda like a Dragon Ball initiation at this point, like, oh, welcome to the Dragon Ball Z franchise. Your first task is to beat the shit out of Vegeta. But what made Android 18 legendary wasn't just her strength, but dare I say, her aura? The entire Dragon Ball franchise is a very male-centric type of show, where everybody just screams to power up. Meanwhile, Android 18, who is a woman, rarely raises her voice and somehow remains one of the strongest fighter in the verse. And then somehow, some way, she marries Krillin? Listen, all of this is fictional, but that shit might be the most fictional thing in the entire world. Dragon Ball might be the only franchise to have the baddest girl in that verse marry the one of the shortest man in that verse. But even after all that, even after giving birth to a child, Android 18 never lost what made her cool. For an anime where characters come and go, she still talks trash, still is one of the strongest, and she is still intimidating to the core. She just became slightly more responsible along the way. She is a mom after all, so maybe I have to give the Best Clanker MILF Award to her as well. Congratulations, Android 18, you have won the Best Clanker. The next award goes to the Best Losing Heroine of all time. Given to the girls we all know we're gonna lose, but somehow ended up being more beloved than the actual winner. And the nominees are Kosaki from Nisekoi, Rem from Re:Zero, Yu Yokohama from My Teen Romantic Comedy, Ichigo from Darling in the Franxx, and Miku Nakono from Quintessential Quintuplets. And the winner for the Best Losing Heroine is of course Rem from Re:Zero. Who are we even kidding? Of course Rem won. Rem lost but won in all of our hearts. Now personally, I have been an Emilia guy. Yup, boo me, please, more. I wanted more. But after watching Re:Zero, I could understand why people love Rem, or say Rem is the best girl. Re:Zero might be the only anime where you can tell me 2 to 3 girls are better than the main one. And that will be Rem, Echidna, and Patricia. Normally, if you were a losing heroine, you just exist to suffer. Once they reject you at the end, it's just all over. But Rem is a different case. She understood Subaru better than almost everyone else in the series. And she knows he loves Emilia. Even if Rem goes with Subaru, she knows Subaru still loves another woman. And that's what makes her so beloved. She might be the only character in Re:Zero to have fully understand the real Subaru. The insecure one, the pathetic one, the mentally exhausted one. She saw all the ugliest parts about him and she still believed in him. The I Love Emilia scene is still one of the most iconic confessions or scenes in anime history. And the anime community has not recovered from that scene at all. Blue-haired anime girls are still fighting the losing battle to this day. So much so that there has been an anime that was created because of that issue. Rem as a character was explored so deeply that Subaru rejecting her feels like anime's greatest fumble. But I can't say Subaru picked wrong. Congratulations to Rem for winning the Best Losing Heroine Award of all time. You might have lost, but you won in all of our hearts. Now the next award is something you don't want to win. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of this, okay? Again, you do not want to win this award. If you win this award, you're fucked. The third award is the Worst Romance Protagonist Award of all time, given to the person who has made the worst decision in their respective romance. And before I even reveal the nominees, I just want to say there's already been a winner. The winner, by unanimous decision, Makoto Itoi from School Days has won by a landslide. Talk about the devil itself incarnate. As long as my anime list has School Days as romance instead of horror, Makoto will 100% win the worst romance protagonist of all time. You know what? I'll even go a step further. He'll win the worst protagonist, and he'll win the most evil protagonist of all time. If you want to hear the nominees are Natsuyo Fuji from Domestic Girlfriend, Kazuya Kinoshita from Rent a Girlfriend. Shout out my boy Naoya Mukai from Girlfriend. He shouldn't be here, but like all the other people were saying him, so I'm gonna put him. And lastly, Yukiteru Amano from Future Diary. Now I'm gonna give you a second to rest because most of you might have puked along the way while I was listing down the nominees, but all of those combined cannot comprehend to what Makoto does in School Days. School Days starts off like a normal romance anime, and then somehow, someway, not even halfway, it becomes the next season of Euphoria. Sometimes I don't think I'm a functional human being. anything. But after watching Makoto, even though he gets more B's than me, at least I have my respect. He gets his dream girl Kotonoha and just starts clapping it with another girl. And every time the situation could be fixed, like for example, just breaking up with Kotonoha, establishing boundaries with Sekai, or just stop cheating in general, he somehow discovers a new terrible option that even Telltale Games can't come up with. You cannot make me hate a character more than this piece of shit. I just want to get this over. You know, here's your worst anime romance protagonist award. You fucking creeper. Now, moving on into something more lighthearted, more powerful, the next award is the Therapy is Required Award, given to the saddest anime emotionally ruining your entire experience. And the nominees are Your Lie on April, Angel Beats, To Your Eternity, Wolf's Raid, and Clan After Story. And the winner of the Therapy is Required Award, this guy got ass, what the fuck? Goes to A Silent Voice. I know I said earlier, I know I said earlier, no movies. Counter argument. My awards, my rules, my video. You think this is gonna be fair? You think the Crunchyroll Anime Awards are fair? Those are not fair. What do you make? Of course my video is not gonna be fair. It's my video. Go create your fake anime awards. I just found out this might get an ass. But for real though, A Silent Voice was made for this type of award. A Silent Voice doesn't just make you sad, it ruins your entire soul. Everything about it feels so human. The bullying scenes are uncomfortable to watch because they feel real. I have been bullied and bullied before in my life, so I can understand the regret Shoya had for bullying that little deaf girl. This movie understands the quiet cruelty everyone else experienced, the disconnect people have, and the listening aspect of everything around it. Shoya Ishida is still haunted by his past for bullying a deaf girl in his school, always being constantly reminded of the terrible actions he did back then, and he hated himself for it. Shoko Nishimiya is a deaf girl who thinks she is a burden to her family and peers, always needing help for everyone around her, and she hated herself for it. And the terrifying part about this is that a lot of people who are watching the movie could understand how they're feeling. The movie is not just sad for sad's sake, it just feels honest and real. The music and the soundtrack of this anime just lifts the movie to a whole different level. It feels like somebody is punching your heart almost repeatedly. While researching, many people have said this anime changed their life, and I can fully understand it. Even for me, I want to learn sign language as well because of this stupid movie. But as a side note to anyone who's watching this video right now, if you ever feel isolated, if you ever hated yourself or struggled to communicate with people, I hope you know things can get genuinely better. Even for me, and I want to open up a little bit, I always feel like I'm against me. It's not, a lot of people say, oh, the world is against me. I feel like me is against me. Sometimes I wake up and open my eyes and just be disappointed at myself. I'm disappointed that I woke up as me. I woke up as Captain Seraph and not some other person. But I'm learning slowly that the first person you should forgive is yourself. And to anybody watching this video, love yourself, please. And I love you. I love you guys. Jollibee, you love him? I love them as well. Jollibee loves you. Do you love Jollibee? Congratulations to A Silent Voice. You have officially emotionally scarred a lot of people. And finally, for our final category tonight, the Twitter Would Have Exploded Award. Given to the anime scene pre-2010 that would have exploded Twitter if it was released during Twitter's prime. For example, Goku's Ultra Instinct form that broke the internet. Luffy's Gear 5 that supposedly broke the internet. Gojo versus Sukuna in the future who will eventually break the internet. But what about before 2010? The nominees for the Twitter Would Have Exploded Award are Death Note's Light Yagami Exposed, Code Geass Zero Requiem, Naruto vs Sasuke's first Final Valley fight, Evangelion's EVA 010 Berserk mode, and One Piece's Ace Dead in Marine form. But the winner of the Twitter Would Have Exploded Award goes to, of course, Goku's first transformation into Super Saiyan. If Twitter was alive during this transformation, Elon Musk would have a massive hard-on. Super Saiyan is so iconic that modern anime transformation transformation exists because of this one scene. This wasn't just a power-up. This was the power-up, the godfather of all animes. What makes this legendary isn't just the yellow hair, it's Frieza torturing an entire planet, killing people, killing his kind, being racist, calling them monkeys, and then he kills Krillin. And Goku just snaps. The music, the little flashes of him going yellow. If social media existed back then, the power scaling, the gym edit, some little Indian kid with all them shorts edit will be a millionaire. Congratulations Dragon Ball and Goku for emotionally damaging internet discourse forever. But before you go, comment down below what fake award you wanted to create and which anime or person should win it. For example, Best Harem Anime Award with no Season 3, I want to give it to Nisekoi. And again, please, this is my third advocate for the video. Please release Nisekoi Season 3 or I'm gonna shoot up a hospital. I'm joking, I'm not suicidal. Subscribe, like, support small creators like me. I love you guys. Real one, stay back.